Morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Good morning, Karen and Sonia. We have Apollo in the sunshine here. Good morning, Barbie. I'm gonna mess with this gate for just a quick second. Hello, Marlene. Maybe a quick second. Taking me a minute. You sound like a goat this morning, sir. Let me not blind you. I'll come around on this side. Hi, handsome. Oh, this is Apollo. Morning, Tanya and Donna. He's actually watching Smalls. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Morning, Monica. Hi, Kathy. Oh, you're like super, super bright this morning, sir. Morning, Rhonda. This is Apollo, our Siberian Lynx. He's very excited for breakfast. Just so you guys can see, he's got all this space over here. It's just blinded by the sun. That's just his best spot to be able to see when the feeders are coming. And I just heard Catherine radio call and say that if everybody's routes were good, they could come out and feed. So I wanted to start in this front section today because we have a special anniversary, and I'll make my way over to him. But I wanted to check on my bear. Hi. I know. Good morning. Mr. Running Bear. Running Bear Bobcat. I call these two my grumpy old men, both in their 20s. And they're neighbors, and they are grouchy in the morning. Thank you for asking, Barbie. My Christmas was wonderful. Started my day here, but by the afternoon I went and saw my parents, and we all made dinner together. Morning, everybody. We're here with Running Bear. He's very, very fierce. That's why I love those Bobcats. Look at the intense look on his face. Yeah. So now that I have this GoPro, I need to come out and do operant with some of my cats, and Running Bear is one of my cats. So he's always entertaining. So that's the noise they needed to hear. Here's Elle and Carla to feed them. You guys are my grumpy old men. You are just full of it this morning. Let's go back over and see Apollo now that he's down. Are you ready? Are you so ready? So very sunny over here. Yes. I know. You know what? I know. So much to say. So let's take a peek at Loki, because this is when he's most active in the morning. And today is Loki's 1-year rescue anniversary. He has officially been here for a year. Uh-oh, let me see if I can get in that way. That'll be a little dicey. Let me go off this gate here and back in another gate. Still very wet from all the rain we got last week. This one I'm going to need 2 hands for the gate. So you can see there's training in progress. So Elle is an intern training to feed, and Carla is her trainer, and then Mark, who you see around there, the green shirt, is the route leader. Is that you making cute noises? Hi, Loki. Into his den. Let's see if we can get him out. If we don't get a good look at him, maybe we'll try to do some snacks later. I'm not sure if he's a snack cat yet or not. Loki! Come here, sweet boy. I can't go around the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see him in that den or not. Let's see. Let's see. Loki! Pumpkin! You might be able to linger a little bit farther away when someone actually brings the food over. So you can see Loki has a heated den here. So that's what that pipe is to protect the wire. Hey, sweet boy! Guess I can get around the backside here. He's in that den right there. Loki! So you can see, even though he's been here for a full year and we feed them every day and we spoil them as much as we can, they don't always come out of their shell right away. Sometimes it can take years and sometimes not at all. Which definitely explains why he was not a good pet. I believe Loki will come over when you have treats for Opera, but I don't know that he's doing any of the commands at this point. As you can see, he's at the far distance there. So Chris Poole was actually contacted about this cat, that with him being a hybrid breed like that, Chris contacted Jamie, who happened to be passing right by where Loki was at last Christmas on her way home. So, getting little glimpses of him. Let's go over and see Frankie and Gilligan, and then maybe when the feeders come over, we'll get a better view of him. Hi, sweet boy. This is Frankie. Hi. Hi, cutie pie. Oh boy. Very exciting in the morning. Gilligan's up front there. Everybody's got tunnel vision right now because this is breakfast time. Watch Frankie be all spazzy. Look how fluffy he got. Are you so excited? So this little box here, if you guys are new to us and not familiar, this little box here is where they get the food. It's called their feeding lockout. Frankie has found his voice, if you can tell. So excited! And here's Gilligan. Yeah, Frankie's very food motivated. As soon as he's done eating, he basically just sleeps all day. He has the sweetest noises. So Gilligan's getting breakfast. Oh my goodness. Hungry, sir? It's like we didn't just feed him yesterday. Oh my goodness. Hey, Abby. Good catch. This looks like it's a chicken and beef day. We're gonna stalk Loki from a distance because today is his 1-year rescue anniversary. So I want to show him to everybody, but he hides from me usually. So we're gonna, I don't want to spook him, so if you guys watch in the background there. And I'm gonna kind of creep along because he's at least used to multiple people at feeding time. is Loki, and today's his 1-year rescue anniversary. Yes, he had been kept as a pet. If you go to his bio page, you are going to learn all about his story and how he ended up here. I'm going to try to zoom, but if I lose you guys, I apologize. It happens a lot. There we go. Sweet little Loki. So Loki was a Savannah cat that was abandoned by a family. As you can see, we really don't see him much, so he hides a lot. He is not social or very, not a cat you can handle or have in your house. So I picture him as a pet, he would have just hid under the bed all the time, and then the moment that he could come out is when everyone was gone. Thank you. Too much longer because he's used to everybody walking away and giving him his space. So he's getting fresh chicken and mush, which mush is a ground beef diet. It looks a lot like hamburger, but it's the whole animal ground up. So they get the organ meat and all the roughage that they would get in the wild. Starts looking too paranoid, we're going to walk away. We currently have 5 Savannah cats here, all given up because they were terrible pets. We don't really believe in the practice. Let's head back over to Frankie. I don't want to freak him out. So watch Frankie finish up his breakfast. So Savannah cats are domesticated cats mixed with wild African servals. So the practice is rough, and the reason I don't like it at all is because they breed them for the exotic look of a wild cat, but they want the social demeanor of a domesticated cat, but usually they come out the opposite, and that's even if they can breed. A lot of times the wild African cats kill the domestic cats before they can even breed and have kittens. That's why they're so expensive. So it's just a little sad. Some people do have success with things like that, but it's just something overall we just don't believe in. We don't agree with the practice. How many lives have to be lost just to have that one perfect cat? So, and unfortunately they get abandoned a lot. They go through a lot of different people trying to find the right home, and they have a little bit of an identity crisis as well. They're like, am I a domestic cat, or should I use my wild instincts and then destroy your house? So it's tough for me. But this is Frankie. Was that very good? Very good breakfast time. Now Frankie is a bobcat. And you can see he is part of the Clean Plate Club. There we go. Now it's going to be time for grooming. They'll groom for hours, just like your house cat at home. The reason they do it in the wild is so predators can't detect that they have a fresh kill. And so he's going to be all nice and cozy. He's got this nice huge enclosure now, but he really prefers to lay in the ferns over there, which has been really nice for me, because when I come out to take photographs of the cats, yes, he's always laying in like a really picturesque spot now in his enclosure, which is great. Let's try and see if Gilligan will allow us to watch him finish breakfast. Hi, Gilly. Hi. I know. I'm not gonna take it. It's all you. Now Gilligan is a Canada Lynx, and he's finishing up. He already had 2 chicken drums and a chicken thigh, but he prefers to take that out of lockout, and he goes and eats that back there in those ferns usually. But with the mush diet, it's a ground beef. It's like a hamburger consistency almost, and he can't really pick that up and run with it. So, but Frankie and Gilligan have become good neighbors. And the rock wall den area that you see back there that is in both of their enclosures, that is an air-conditioned den area. So because he would be used to colder climates, if he wants to get out of the Florida heat, which last couple weeks have been great, nice and cool for them, he can escape that heat anytime he wants. So we have about 62 cats, and we have 2 lions, we've got tigers, leopards, a jaguar. We do have 1 ocelot, with a lot of bobcats and servals and Savannah cats, because those are the smaller cats that people think they can domesticate, and it doesn't usually work out. A lot of times we see lynx needing rescued because of fur farms. Same thing with bobcats. That's actually how we got started. And we do have cougars, which cougars are the same thing as a puma, a mountain lion, a mountain screamer, catamount. They have like the world record for as many names for one species, even though they're all the same cat. It just depends on where they're located. And then we do have 2 caracals. But you can learn about every cat we have here at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. You'll learn their ages, where they come from, how we got them. That must be where he left some meat. Hi. I just want to say hi and show everyone your cute little fluffy tail. So lynx and bobcats are related. They're like cousins. He wants whatever was there. You already ate it. And the best way you can tell, if you ever have the pleasure of seeing them free and in the wild, is a lynx tail is black, looks like it was dipped in black ink, whereas a bobcat has a white stripe under their tail. So this is Gilligan. He's a very good boy. Nope, I named all of the species that we have. So that's where he likes to take the rest of his meat, which is why he's trying to get every last drop. We feed the cats every day between 8 and 9 in the morning. Yeah, most of the cats get whole prey twice a week, which would be rats and rabbits that are already humanely euthanized. We don't do live prey because the majority of our cats were hand raised by people, so they don't necessarily, even if they can catch and kill something, they typically don't eat it, so it's kind of a waste of a life. But it's important that they get that roughage in their diet, the fur, the bone, the organ meat. So this is Frankie again. Go see. If you guys are just joining, we've already seen Apollo, running bear bobcat. We did get a little glimpse of Loki having his breakfast. I'll maybe talk to Catherine and see if there's a way we can, either that or maybe I can wear the GoPro later and see if he'll take some treats, and I could maybe share him that way with you guys. Bye, Gilly. Bye, sweet boy. Alright, let's go see what other neighbors are out there. Looks like they're feeding Small's bobcat right now, so let's go check that out. And that's Megan and Alyssa, 2 yellow shirts that are out feeding. Sorry, we got another gate here. We'll try to see some of the cats in the front section here, like Nabisco and maybe Mrs. Ooh, maybe we'll see if Simba has eaten yet. Have you guys fed Simba yet? Oh, I think I might tag along with you guys when you get to him. He is hysterical. There's Smalls. Smalls is eating her chicken there. We can come back to her when they're done feeding him. I'm gonna see where they're going first. So again, the little box that you see extended from their larger enclosure, which she has all of this, that's a big den for her, and it wraps around the corner. But they come into that box knowing that that's where they can find fresh water, that's where they get food, it's like a happy place for them. And then if and when we ever need to catch them for any reason, that's also why we get them used to going in that little box, because we can close that guillotine door there and actually close her into that smaller section. And then we can go in and put a transport cage on the other side of it. Hi, lady. And that way it's painlessly easy to transfer them around without having to sedate them. We only sedate the cats if it's an absolute emergency. I don't want to spook her. She's not been wanting her mush lately, which is really, really important for them, because that, again, it's like their vegetables. We joke about it. They're 100% carnivores, but what they really, really need is for them to get all of that natural, roughage and the organ meat that they would get in the wild. So we say that that's really important, and then half the time that's the one they don't want to eat. So just like kids. And I usually don't follow the cats or the feeders because I don't like to stress anybody out if they're in training. You going? Yay! So I'm gonna keep my distance, and I'm not gonna talk much because he's one you really want to listen to. So this is gonna be Simba, Savannah. Thank you, Perry, for your donation. There's one more.
Get every last piece. Okay. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, the trouble with some of the Savannahs is we cut up their food really, really small, and that makes it really bouncy.
Is he really reaching?
Yeah.
Look, I missed it. Look. It's right, buddy. Buddy, sniff. Use your nose. Look, look. What if I point? Over here.
He'll find it.
Yeah.
Look, there we go. There we go. He's so close. Follow your nose.
If I know Simba, he will find it.
It's right there. Good job, sir.
But anyway, we cut up their food quite small, so getting it into them can be really tricky because it'll splatter everywhere. Follow your nose. So he has one piece left there on the ground. Hi. You'll find it. You're very smart. You're very smart. So Simba has actually two big sections all connected. He's also got a heated den. You'll find that last little piece. Oh, you know who's looking at us? Hi, Pharaoh. I saw what you got for Christmas and you destroyed it. Hi, sir. I know. I know. So this is Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a white serval, white African serval. Hi. I know, you're still waiting on breakfast. I bet you're gonna be next. Yeah, you go back over and wait on them. So much like white tigers, a white serval would only be created through inbreeding. It's more of a man-made species. They're not natural out in the wild. You can see how he has like 2 or 3 actual serval spots on him. I know, you tell me all about it. I know, you tell me. I showed up without any food, how dare I? How dare I? Thank you to everybody who is helping answer questions. When I'm around the cats, I'm not always watching the screen. Yes, Pharaoh is one of Jamie's cats. Usually Jamie feeds her route right around 8:15, but sometimes, especially around the holidays, our keepers get to feed them, which is always a really fun treat. And on the weekends, we feed them as well. Yes, this is a trait called leucism that would be created through, it's a genetic disorder basically that is caused by inbreeding generally. So this is Pharaoh. He's a male white serval. Yeah, we have volunteer vets that are the ones that determine how much food each cat gets and whether they're on special diets of it being cut up or... I know. You are just so silly. Should we go try to see? Yes, let's try to see other neighbors here. So now we're walking back through. Yeah, the only way to get a white tiger is to keep breeding family members back to each other until eventually that trait becomes present. Here's Mrs. So a lot of throwaway tigers are caused by people that are trying to breed white tigers. This is Mrs. Claus. So yeah, the only way to get a white tiger is through inbreeding. They come out with a lot of health defects. A lot of them don't even reach full maturity. And then the tigers that are born orange are usually sold off for parts or placed into canned hunts because that's not what they're breeding for. They're trying to get a white tiger. So if they don't get a white tiger, they keep breeding. This is Mrs. Claus. She's actually a native Florida bobcat that we believe has neurological damage. Instead of learning to hunt when she was in rehab, she became friends with her food. So we knew she wouldn't survive. And that's Nabisco next door. They used to live together, but they had a very, very bad spat in which we actually thought Nabisco might die. And so now they are neighbors. They don't live officially together anymore. Look at her cute little tail. Look at that cute little tail, Mrs. Is bouncing off of his trees. Let's go over and see if we can catch that. yes, all of our cats get Christmas trees for Christmas. They all got turkeys for Thanksgiving and pumpkins for Halloween. Hi, wild man. Are you being wild? This is Nabisco. Hi. Sometimes I think they must have like imaginary friends or imaginary scenarios. Playing a game. You're so goofy. You're so goofy. So goofy. Biscuit. I know. Let's see if we can get him going again. Nope. Might be done. What are you doing, silly? He's on a mission. See, he broke his hibiscus branch there because he tries to climb that little tree, and he's too big now. He's a very big bobcat now. See if we can see Mrs., and if not, we'll go say hi to Smalls. My hopes is to see King Tut, Perfection, Frosty, and maybe Breezy. You're so fast. You can see the little trio here. That's Simba again. Mrs. is over here. And then Nabisco is here. And all of them have multiple sections to their enclosures, so they can go through these little guillotine doors. Well, everybody's just... Hi! Scale on the side of the cage. That's why we call that area the kill zone. You can't turn your back. That's also why we have a 3-foot rule. Should not be more than 3 feet close to the enclosure with the cat right there. Hey, say bye to everybody. He's got all kinds of zoomies this morning. Speaking of zoomies, let's go see our girl. I think she's done with breakfast. Where's my small girl? Here you are! It's already begun. This seems to be the section that Smalls really enjoys romping around in. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Yes, I see your beautiful tail. I see it. Her favorite spot to be tricky. Yep, this bobcat here, her name is Smalls. See what kind of games she's gonna play today. What kind of games are we playing today, lady? She will climb all of her trees. She'll bounce off the side of the cage. Looks like she's watching Running Bear off in the distance. Where are you going? Yeah, from what I've heard, Carol has reached out to the animal control people that apparently got a hold of that bobcat in Orlando, but I don't know if there's any update on that. Where are you going? Don't be so tricky. So tricky. I typically go live every day of the week that I'm here. Oh my gosh. So if you ever miss any of those, you can see all of our cats because I try to feature different cats every single day. It would be really tough to show you every cat every day. But you can rewatch all of these on our Facebook page. They always post automatically. They go on our daily Big Cat YouTube page. And they also go on facebook.com/wildcatwalkabout. So this week we've seen quite a few of the leopards and cougars, jaguar, hung out with a lot of tigers. We've seen our lions already this week. So today I wanted to show you guys the little corner area of bobcats and lynx. And especially Loki, since today is Loki's special day. Like I said, we'll try to figure out something, whether it's with a GoPro. She's behind her tree.
What are you doing in there? I see a paw.
Oh my gosh.
You're so wild. So wild. All right. Last shot, and we're gonna go see some other kitties.
Today I wanted to kind of show you some of the Savannah cats. Yeah. Alright, so actually we're already halfway around Smalls' enclosure, so I am just going to keep walking. You'll get to see a good idea of what Smalls' enclosure looks like all the way around. So we started over there by her feeding lockout. She loves this big den, whether she's in it or on it.
You chasing me? You are chasing me. All right, little lady. Gonna go see your neighbors. Have fun.
Our neighbors were passing by again, so back to Mrs. Claus, who's up on that ramp over there grooming.
Biscuit.
Bobcats are not normally known to just come up and attack a human. Now, bobcats are strong enough to take down deer and some pretty large prey, but typically they don't. I would say if they do, there's probably something wrong with the cat or the person was really provoking the animal. Now here, clearly they're caged. They were kind of hand-raised, a lot of them, by humans. So their personalities and interactions with people are a lot different than what you should see in the wild. In the wild, they should be hiding from you and running from you, which is what we train our rehab bobcats to do. But none of the cats you guys are seeing right now are able to be released because they were hand-raised by people or interacted with by people, or they depend on people for food. Well, his name is actually Nabisco, but we all have nicknamed him Biscuit. Here's Perfection. I don't know if she'll come our way. She's on her morning stroll. Let's see where she's gonna go. Maybe you'll get a shot.
Hi. Hi, pretty lady.
This is Perfection, and she's an Ocelot. That's Cameron roaring in the background.
Is anybody available for open the big white gate to volunteer, please?
You'll see Perfection climb. I don't know if she'll go all the way to the top or not. You can see her tail right behind her Christmas tree.
Alright, I'll go around.
I'm looking at the Ocelot right now, so if you're watching your screen, you should see her in the distance. She's very elusive. She's on that platform right there.
Hi, lady. Where are we gonna go now?
I was hoping she'd go all the way up. See her right behind her Christmas tree there.
Hi. Where we can go? Just would like to show them one time.
a good shot at you one time? Alright, we're gonna take our chances. I know she's gonna run from me, but she does great when you've got food or you're giving her treats of some sort. Hi, beautiful girl. Oh, there's the shot. Hi, lady. Oh. Go up. All the way up her platform. She loves sleeping up top there. She'll sleep inside of that pot. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of discussion about us being a no-touch facility. So we're one of the world's largest accredited sanctuaries. We're accredited by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. And what that means is we hold ourselves to a high standard where we are a true sanctuary. We don't do any buying, selling, trading, touching, or breeding any of the cats here. They come here and they live the rest of their lives peacefully. We don't exploit them by taking them to malls and parking lots and crazy things like that. We don't allow the public to pay money to come in and touch them and get photos with them. We do guided educational tours here, which is how we're able to support feeding these cats. We thaw out about 500 pounds of food a day. We don't have any Florida panthers here. We have cougars, but cougars are the same thing as pumas, mountain lions, Florida panthers. I don't know that any of our cougars are true Florida panthers. It's sometimes a little hard to actually know the lineage for a lot of these cats because they were sold in the black market, or she's just grooming up there, which is pretty cool. No, 500 pounds a day to feed the 62 cats on 67 acres. If you guys are new to us, I really encourage that you, I enjoy that you guys are asking questions, and all of our moderators are helping answer that for me, because when I'm out here with the cats, I'm looking at the cats. But definitely check out our website. Maybe go to the cat bio page so you can actually learn about each cat, where they came from, how we got a hold of them. A lot of them came from bad situations. All right, lady. I certainly don't want to make her feel like she needs to jump from up there, so we're gonna walk over here. Actually, nope, we're gonna walk the other way because I see Frosty. We'll go over and say hi to Frosty. Here she goes. I didn't want to make her feel like she couldn't get down if she wanted to, and she's 22 years old, so she does not need to be jumping. Looks like Barb has a private tour out today. Currently on Funcation is Marianne. The update from Carol yesterday told everybody that Max is limping pretty badly again. So we have him in the recovery hospital in order to restrict his movement a bit. There's Frosty. Hi, Frosty. Now Frosty's a serval, but he's a white-footed serval, so somewhere in his genetics he's got a little bit of that leucism trait, and he is the father of Pharaoh, who you saw earlier, our white serval. Hi, sir. Hi, sir. Now, Frosty is 23 years old. He is one of our 3 oldest cats, all at 23 right now. And they said Max is doing pretty good. He's not happy about being in the hospital, but I don't know a bobcat that is. Well, I guess Nabisco did okay, but even he got restless. So he's doing okay. Oh, there's Andy Bob, slinking back to her den. Hi, lady. Would you let me walk up to you? We've been forming a relationship. Hi. Just want to show him. Nope. Okay. I tried. I tried. She's probably gonna go up on her den though. See if she shows up top. Ooh, around the back corner. Hi, lady. Hi, sweet girl. This is Andy Bobcat. She's very, very shy and elusive, so you don't always get to see her. That little tail. Where are we going? But for a cat's age, if you times it by 6, that's what they would be in human years. So that makes them very, very old. Oh, okay. She went the other way. She's going the long way. Go back to see Frosty. Frosty already had breakfast, so he's grooming. Oh, and here's Breezy. Hi, Breezy. Everybody's finishing up breakfast, so they're all getting in their favorite spots so they can groom and sleep for the day. There's a lot of Bobcats that are 20 years or more. She's grooming. Frosty's grooming. Everybody's grooming. No, I'm nowhere near Manny, and I've shown him a couple times this week already. Make sure you guys go back and rewatch them. Also, sharing them with your friends and family really, really helps. Good job, Breeze. It's her favorite spot now, is to hang out in those. As you can see Frosty doing Serval yoga over here. Hi, sir. Oh, flop. Hi. Hi, sir. You're doing very good. We actually thought we were going to lose Frosty altogether, and he had moved into the indoor recovery hospital for several weeks. And he started to really make a turn and do a lot better, and so we moved him back outside. And he's still doing pretty good. Being 23 years old, he's more like a 138-year-old human, so every day is a blessing with him. All these cats, really. Oh, look how cute Andy is. She went into her den. All right, well, we might be out of cats because now that they've had breakfast, they are settled. Hi. You show everybody your cute face. This is Andy again. Good job, lady. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I will be posting my moving Amanda tiger footage. When we brought her home and reunited her with Andre, I had the GoPro on, so I pieced together a little video that I'm gonna post later today. It's gonna be on our Daily Big Cat YouTube page and probably my public profile as well. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to the person that donated and everybody who was sharing, everybody who helped answer questions. Really, really appreciate you guys. And I should be seeing you all again tomorrow, weather permitting. So everybody have a great day.